This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Stephen Icon.
So December the 21st at the Copper Box Arena, Tommy Fury will return to the ring from his stint in Love Island. Of course, he'll be fighting at light heavyweight and of course trained by Ricky Hatton. And this will be on the undercard of Daniel Dubois versus Kyotaro Fujimoto, which is a pretty interesting fight. It is actually a step up for Daniel Dubois. I've seen a little bit of Fujimoto, not a great deal, but I have seen a little bit of him. Now, he's the kind of guy that I wanted to see Anthony Joshua or Dillian Whyte or Tyson Fury go to Japan and fight this kind of guy. Because while these guys do good numbers here in the UK and elsewhere, in Japan, the numbers would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, especially if it was Anthony Joshua for a world heavyweight title, because no Japanese heavyweight fighter has ever fought for a heavyweight title. So the numbers will be off the scale. We know how in Japan, these guys love combat sports, and the likes of him, like a Fujimoto or Ryota Murata, Inoue, etc. These guys are big sellers over there in Japan. But either way, he's going to be coming to the UK at the Copper Box Arena on December the 21st. And this will be for the WBC Silver Heavyweight Title and the WBO International Heavyweight Title. Now, the WBC Silver Heavyweight Title, of course, has been vacated by Dillian Whyte. Well, I say vacated. When he beat Oscar Rivas, of course, he became the interim World Heavyweight Champion and the mandatory challenger. We know what's kind of going on since that moment. But Dillian Whyte, I believe it was Robert Helenius that he first won that title, and that's the belt that he's been carrying around up until the Oscar Rivas fight. So Daniel Dubois, should he be successful over Fujimoto, would of course become that title holder, the WBC Silver title, which is kind of unusual for a Frank Warren fighter to get any kind of WBC trinket or whatever. But Fujimoto is actually a step up for Daniel Dubois. Truly, he is. Now, he does have one defeat. He's got 21 victories, I think 16 of those by knockout. But that one defeat come back a couple of years ago against Solomon Humuno, where he actually got stopped. Not the greatest opponent to lose to, let's be honest. Solomon Humuno, he has been around a little bit. He's quite famous down under, but ultimately, is he a huge name or a huge puncher or anything like that? Not really. But Fujimoto did lose to him. But Fujimoto has, of course, come back since then and got quite a few wins. Not against anybody of any kind of great note, but those that he has been fighting, he's been looking pretty good at. So it'll be interesting to see how Daniel Dubois handles this kind of fighter. In addition to, it'll be interesting to see how good Fujimoto actually is once he's in there with somebody like a Daniel Dubois. It really would. Now, Fujimoto, he ain't the biggest guy in the world. He's only 6 feet tall. But for a heavyweight coming out of Japan, that's quite rare, isn't it? So it's going to be an interesting one, and certainly in Japan, it's going to be big numbers. Will it be big numbers here in the UK? I have no idea, to be honest with you, but I imagine not too much. But either way, I mean, this card with Daniel Dubois versus Fujimoto, and of course the return of Tommy Fury as well. As we know, Tommy Fury, his social media numbers have gone through the roof ever since his stint on Love Island, and the card is called The Fight Before Christmas. Not a bad little name, is it, considering it's 4 days before Christmas? So yeah, that ain't too bad at all. I'm not gonna grumble with it. It does look a little bit grinchy, but that's all right. I mean, for me, the fight before Christmas, it is what it is. But either way, December the 21st, Daniel Dubois versus Fujimoto for Dillian Whyte's old belt, and of course Tommy Fury will return as well at the Copper Box Arena. Drop your thoughts below about it, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.